everybody, it's Kristen. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about how I'm feeling and the changes that I am seeing as far as being on week 3. I just finished day 3. I did balance this morning. And so definitely the changes that I can feel in my body are just a little bit upper body strength. I sort of have a weak shoulder. I had a torn labrum last summer, so definitely still working on rehabbing that strength back. So going into like down dog, after a while I would feel sort of like myself shifting, and it would start to hurt, and probably like overcompensating and shifting my weight to the left side so that the right arm wouldn't have to deal with so much of the weight being pushed on there. But I'm also, seeing a little bit more definition, as well as just a little bit of more flexibility. I do have a dance background, but I have noticed over the years of not actively dancing that my Achilles and calves are really tight. So getting in that down dog and trying to press the heels down can be sort of challenging and tight, and it's not until probably the end of the workout or routine that my down dog I'm actually able to less uncomfortably comfortable push those heels down. I'm just also noticing little bits, like my core is just getting a little bit tighter. I wouldn't say that like I'm losing tons of inches right now, but I definitely see that it's getting a little bit tighter. And my sleep, oh my gosh, I mean, my sleep is so much better. As a mom of 2 crazy boys, you're just constantly go, go, go. So you are exhausted already by the end of the night, but sometimes it's just hard to stop the wheels going. So for me, I've been trying to do my yoga 3-week yoga retreat at night instead of during the day. And I've noticed that when I do it closer to the second half of the day, that I actually do sleep way better. Like I actually sleep more soundly. I'm waking up less often throughout the night. So that I love, because then I don't feel as tired the next day and I actually feel more rested. I definitely see other changes as far as, my eating. I really enjoyed the new recipes from the nutrition guide. That's really just sort of sparked things. And just after a while you get in a rut and you start doing the same kinds of meals and recipes, you just get used to it because you know how to prep it and it's fast. But a lot of these recipes are actually pretty quick too, and they're really yummy. And I slowly see myself moving closer towards more like a pescatarian type diet. Just eating a lot. I barely eat any red meat, and even like chicken and turkey really start to get, I start losing a palate for it after a while. But seafood, I never get really tired of it, and just finding more and more vegetables that are high in protein so that I can just sort of kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way. And also just noticed just being more mindful and a little bit less stressed. I think I take on sort of like that persona of like that super mom kind of feeling where there's like a million things to do and you just tackle them, you just keep going, 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 and you don't realize that that also raises the stress level and the anxiety, but you just keep powering through it. I'm starting to learn really to not take on everything all at one time, to try to maybe go with the flow of things, let other things just roll off my shoulder, and just to be in that moment and to connect with myself. So if I'm to actually recognize maybe some of those triggers and things that are starting to stress me out, or I'm starting to get on edge and I'm, about to lose my ish, with my kids or my husband, or even just with myself, that I stop, bring it back, and really try and prioritize. Is this really necessary at this moment? Is it worth it to get to this point? So I really like that. Elise has really helped as far as all of her amazing just words throughout the workouts, but then Ted's also been really helpful with just sort of keeping it real and reminding that doesn't matter what we see on the screen or what other people are doing, that it's really how we feel in our bodies and what that move feels like. So there's no pressure. I always would be like, oh, I should be better at this because I have a dance background. I should be more flexible. I should be able to do these funky poses. And I've sort of I've definitely cut that out and no longer am putting that pressure on myself, and just really trying to find the joy in the moment of my yoga practice, whether the kids are in the mix or not, whether there's loud noises in the background. I'm just really learning to try to tune all that stuff out that's not necessary and focus. I guess I never really did very well at focusing. I did amazing at multitasking and not focusing. So that is definitely what I've seen. Major changes. Super excited to be embarking on the end of this last week, but I am for sure going to be doing another round. And just trying to really just implement yoga in my daily routine. So no matter what other workout program I'm doing, I think I'm always going to make sure to find time to fit in yoga as well.